Beautiful rising, y'all. We're going to get into the morning messages, y'all. See what we need to know most at this time, y'all, for your daily guidance. All right, we're going to get into a little bit of astrology, y'all. The moon is actually entering Aries today, y'all, so there's a lot that's taking place. You gonna want to make some moves, y'all. That's what this energy is about. You really gonna want to have some tough conversations today. See, the thing about Aries energy, y'all, is it's that energy that makes you want to shake some shit up. I'm just gonna tell you, right? The Aries energy makes you want to, any area of your life where you feel like it's stagnant energy, where you feel like things aren't moving forward. Today is the day to expect the unexpected, y'all. So at 10:20 a.m., the moon is going to sextile Uranus, so you can expect the unexpected. All right, at 2:37, the moon enters Aries, all right? So that's about the vibe, right? So the vibe is going to shift, y'all, from like that Pisces energy, which was like, you know, Pisces is that dreamy energy, that very intuitive energy, and it's going to switch over, y'all. So at 2:37, the moon is going to enter Aries. At this point, you're going to feel a lot of this fiery, bold energy to have difficult conversations, but it's also going to bring about some newfound clarity as well. All right. A lot taking place this afternoon, too, between 3:46 and 3:53. The moon will conjunct Saturn and Neptune. So this may be a brief, intense period, all right, in the afternoon. You may feel some push-pull energy between your dreams and your reality, y'all, right? What you want to happen and what you see happening in your life. So be sensitive to the energy today, y'all, all right? Be sensitive to the energy. Overall, embrace change, all right? Be radically honest with yourself about your needs, right? This ain't about nobody else's needs, y'all. This is about your needs. So today, be radically honest with yourself about what you need. And let me tell you, if you are not able to receive what you need from other people, then walk away, y'all, right? But today you got to decide, because it's almost like being in I'm hearing a combustion chamber, right? It's like being in and you like feel like the walls closing in, like somebody, you may feel like the walls are closing in on you. And that's the energy where you know that it's something you need to be doing, but you're not sure what to do, but you know you need to be doing something, right? That's the kind of energy that today is bringing. All right, y'all, I got my coffee, child, and we about to get into this morning energy, y'all. Beautiful rising, grand rising. Thank you, everyone who joined the live last night on TikTok. As y'all can see, my voice, child, is still tired, okay? But we had a beautiful time on Wind Down Wednesday last night, y'all. All right, let's get into the energy. So we're going to start with the, which deck is this? I think it's the Starseed Oracle, child. I don't remember. One of these damn decks. All right, y'all, let's get into the energy. What is it that the collective needs to know most at this time? All right, what is the collective guidance for today? All right. Ooh, the number 22, y'all. This 22 has been coming out of every damn deck, y'all. Y'all know we coming up on the 222 portal. All right, that's Sunday, February the 22nd is the 222 portal. That's about alignment, y'all. But that is you aligning yourself with where God wants you to be at this time. The number 22 is Blue Angelic Healer, all right? So this is you. This is the Galactic Federation. I'm hearing you are a spiritual general in God's army. And what you don't realize is that you've been training for this for a lifetime. See, you are a blue angelic healer. Something about your throat chakra is standing out. See, blue is a representation of the throat chakra, right? So whatever it is that you speak, however it is that you speak, right, it's still a part of you gathering people together in this galaxy, right? Galaxy is the galactic, right? Federation is like a coming together. So you gather people together on this galaxy to create the federation of healers, right? You are a blue angelic healer, right? And you are someone who you have mastered self-love. See, when you master self-love, right, at the bottom of the deck, as a part of your relationships, you can master your reality, y'all. You become the master of your reality when you master self-love, because how you love yourself is how you teach other people to love you. But you cannot teach other people how to love you until you master how you love yourself. See, self-love allows you to master other relationships in your life, all right? So today's focal point, all right, represented by the number 41. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is change, right? See, as you learn how to love yourself, you change how other people love you. This is generational healing. Beautiful. Generational healer. Yeah, your channel song, Cleo Soul. Sunflower. Sunflower. Somebody, you could be a daughter of Oshun. Sunflowers could be significant, but you are a generational healer. And what you've been called to this generation to do is to break family curses, y'all. That's the energy, right? So as a generational healer, let me tell you, right? Your life is never going to be easy because you're teaching people through how you love yourself how to break certain generational curses, right? And the generational curses of most healers, especially those who are inundated now or focusing on self-love, is because you poured out and you loved everyone else. Simple, y'all. 37 could be significant. Somebody could be born in 73. That's 10. 7 and 3 is 10. 10 is endings in order to invite in new beginnings. All right, let's get one more foundational card, and then we're going to pull one star seed oracle. All right, yeah, this is about direction. See, the Sirius energy is about direction, and you understand the direction of your life. 23, 2 and 3 is 5. So we got a lot of 5s out here. A lot is changing, right? A lot is changing, but you got to remember why you came. I'm hearing this, do in remembrance of me, y'all. I posted this, I think, on Discord yesterday, as well as my threads, right? Is that for the divine feminine, you are literally remembering why you are here, right? The divine masculine are becoming, right? And when you realize, for you as the generational healer, as the feminine energy, all you are doing is remembering, y'all, why you are here. You are remembering why you came to this earth and the direction that you are to live within your life. All of this is you remembering. For the divine masculine, they are becoming, right? They have to become what it is that God needs them to be in this 3D reality, right? So there are two different roles that you as the feminine is playing and you as the masculine is playing. And as you remember, divine feminine, why you are here, it allows them to become who it is that they need to be. Both of you guys have your own individual roles, but you have to play your position. Play your position, because as a divine feminine, when you allow them to remember, it's all based on your becoming. They can't remember who they are until you become who you are, which is the queen, right? So as a divine feminine, you are becoming the queen. And as you become the queen, it helps them to remember that day to day I'm king, y'all. Stop playing. At the bottom of the deck is wounded mother. Why? Because this is the shared energy, y'all. When you have mother wounds, right? This is represented by the number 19. The age of 19 could have been very significant. Someone could have became a mother at the age of 19. But this is this wounded mother energy of learning to love. And that is the plight of both the masculine and the feminine energy, because you are learning how to love, y'all. If you didn't have a mother who taught you how to love, or you are operating from a wounded mother energy, then you are learning how to love not only your person, but yourself. Like, you have to learn how to love yourself before you can love anyone, y'all. So as a wounded mother, or someone who has mother woundings, your primary goal first, right, before you can love anyone else, is to learn how to love yourself, y'all. That's why self-love is here. See, as a blue angelic healer, self-love is your priority, because that allows you to break generational curses, and now you become the generational healer. As this generational healer, you are now receiving your direction from the Most High God. You cannot listen to directions from God if you are listening through static. If you are listening through fear, if you are listening through distractions, and your unhealed energy becomes what? Distractions, y'all. The unhealed energy is a distraction, right? Your trauma is a distraction. All of these things run interference with the messages that God is trying to teach you, right? All of that runs interference, y'all. Trauma is an interference to your healing, right? It's a distortion. So what you hear is distorted between what it is that you receive when the filter is being filtered through trauma or doubt or the need to heal generational curses. So you can't even hear, right, the direction of God when you are listening through distorted, right, distortion. All right, let's clarify, y'all. I pray y'all are having a beautiful morning. All right, I pray y'all are having a beautiful morning. All right, so let's pull one star seed, all right, oracle card for each of these. All right, what do we need to know about the blue angelic healer? All right, what do we need to know about the blue angelic healer galactic federation? All right, it's time for you to play. I love it. See, as you understand, somebody, you've been in this army for a long time. Like somebody, you are a general in the army. It's time to play now, y'all. It's time for you to relax. See how the sun is shining down? It says, have fun, y'all. Celebrate. Don't be so serious, right? Because at this time, your divine guidance is being divinely guided. I love it. And that's coming right up under relationships. So let me tell you, your relationships with your children, your relationships with your family, your relationship with your divine counterpart, your husband, your wife, whatever it is, y'all, this is coming right up under relationships. When you love yourself, you allow God, y'all, this says Akasha, right? This is your records, right? But this is your guidance. Your guidance is divinely guided, right? So coming under relationships, this is a reminder that God is saying, hey, that relationship is being guided, y'all. And it is your guidance and it's being divinely guided, meaning that you can play. You can have fun. You can celebrate. Like somebody, you might as well celebrate. I'm hearing toast it up. Who is that? Neo, toast it up, right? So it's like somebody you can celebrate because you were already doing it. Now you're just allowing, right, God to redirect your path through this serious energy, y'all. All right. What's coming under generational healer? So somebody, you're learning how to break family curses. Yeah, stop playing warrior woman. Coming right up under generational healer, breaking family curses is what? Warrior woman, right? So you are now understanding that it's just your assignment. Sorry, right? Sorry, but not sorry, right? This is just your assignment. And I'm sorry, but you can't back away from your assignment. God is not going to allow you to move away from your assignment. Have you answered your deepest calling? Right? This is the question that you have to ask yourself. Have you answered your deepest calling? And if you have not, then you are being called to break family curses, y'all. Literally, break family curses is coming up under or above warrior woman. It's the way you use it's your communication. Right? This sword energy is giving me communication. Yeah. So now it's time for you to get grounded. Yeah. Because things are unfolding. Beautiful last two cards, y'all. It's the ever unfolding rose. The ever unfolding rose combined with getting grounded. There's a lot that's about to take place in your life is what I'm hearing God say. See, as you've processed, yes, at the bottom of the deck is yes. Stop playing. Whatever you asking God for, it's a yes, y'all. Your relationships, your guidance, whatever this is that you've been fighting for as this warrior woman or warrior man, it's a yes. It's all coming together, y'all. You just had to understand what you've been up against. And your challenge right now has actually been learning to love. Right? Learning to mother yourself in the way that perhaps you didn't have a mother or you just didn't have that nurturing energy. Not everyone has a good relationship. This could be a father, but this could just be that nurturing. Let me tell you, you can have a great mother who's just not loving and caring, y'all. Let's be clear. You can have a mother who is there for you, but they didn't give you that nurturing, right? Loving energy. And now somebody, you're learning how to love. And you're learning this lesson through relationships, right? Every relationship that you have encountered is teaching you how to love yourself. And it's showing you how to remember, or why you need to remember why you came. Somebody, you being cracked open. That's what this is. This is the ever unfolding rose, and you're being cracked open. What's happening for you, though, not to you. See, whatever this cracking open, this unfolding, this shedding, this peeling back of layers is coming so that you can understand it's happening for you, not to you. Someone, you're an empath. This is for empaths, highly sensitive individuals. You have to connect with nature, though, y'all. See, this lunar eclipse energy that we're in, it's going to be like this, y'all, for 6 months, right? The energy, the heightened, the intensity of the energy that you're feeling, this lunar eclipse energy is going to take place all the way up to the full moon in Aquarius, y'all. 6 months you're going to be in this energy, and that is why it's going to be a constant reminder to stay grounded. If you are an empath, you are highly sensitive to energy. And the energy that you're taking in, y'all, is the lunar eclipse energy. It's the fiery energy. You got to stay grounded or you will face burnout. You got to stay grounded or you will face burnout, right? Love is stronger than pride is your channel song, Sade. All right, somebody, you got to understand, taking care of yourself, right, let me tell you, if you feel like the people in the world or people around you cannot get back or get by or live their life without you, that's your pride. If you feel like you the glue that's holding everything together, stop playing. That's your pride. Because people in this world would be O-fucking-K without you. Right? So when you look at love is stronger than pride, what you got to realize is that it's your pride that keeps you connected in codependent relationships where you won't let go. When God is saying that you can love people and you don't have to be there doing everything for them. Loving people will show them how they are holding on to pride, but you love them, right? You can't pretend that showing up for people the way that you need them to show up for you is no, you can't pretend. That's what I keep hearing. I can't pretend. Somebody, you've been doing a lot of pretending is what I'm hearing. And now as you begin to be cracked open, right, as you are this ever unfolding rose, what you're realizing is that it's happening for you, not to you. Right? Everything that has happened, every trial, every tribulation, everything that has unfolded, right? I'm hearing unfolding, right? Everything that has unfolded in your life has literally been calling you to get grounded. Right, get grounded, because what's about to take place, y'all, in this year of the fire horse is elevation and quick moving energy. It's 7, right? 7 is the number of spirituality. And when you understand that, you align yourself with God and God is going to direct your path. But as an empath, you are highly sensitive to energy. So you have to stay connected with nature and get grounded as you process the energy. All of this is energetic processing, y'all. And as you process the energy, then you have to allow it to run through you, y'all. 26 people watching, y'all. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, all right? If it resonates. If it don't, then click off, all right? But if you watch and give the video a thumbs up, all right? So somebody, you're learning how to play, all right? You're learning how to play. Stop playing. 4 of Wands, beautiful. Coming right up under play, y'all. Like God is showing you that you got it, y'all. 4 of Wands is the first card coming out. So whatever this is, it's like you are now understanding that you don't have to be so serious. What you manifesting, you got, y'all. 4 of Wands is here, right? Your happiness, your family, your alignment, right? Whatever it is that you want. 4 of Wands is the 1111 card, right? So whatever it is that you have it. God's saying have fun now, y'all. 4 of Wands is the first card out. Have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious, because your guidance right now is being divinely guided. And as long as you love on yourself, then you're going to get the relationships with others that you desire. And whether this is love relationships, whether this is family relationships, whether this is partnerships, y'all, you're going to get whatever it is that you desire as long as you tap into your divine guidance, because your guidance is divinely guided. You know, stop playing, y'all. King of Wands. King of Wands. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords. All right, I have a masculine energy coming through, y'all. Somebody wants to come in with some type of communication. I got 4 Wands, King of Wands, and the King of Swords, Knight of Swords. Somebody, your person had to learn how to enjoy life, or this could be you. Someone has to take action on really beginning to enjoy life. This is a part of somebody's healing process. Somebody has been fighting a battle. Someone could be in the military, but someone has been fighting a long-term battle is what I'm hearing. With this Four of Wands, Knight of Swords, King of Wands, you've been fighting for some type of foundation, harmony within your life, and now it's time for you to have fun. It's time for you to celebrate. Don't be so serious, y'all. See, when life get to life, and the first thing we want to do is shut down, but somebody does want to come in and take action, y'all. I got a Knight of Swords. This could definitely be communication about what it is that brings someone some type of financial stability or a long-term success. Somebody wants to have a conversation is what I'm hearing. Someone's learned how to love on themselves, y'all. Yeah, Page of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Someone has new inspiration and new ideas about what it means to truly love themselves and take action towards what it is that you desire for yourself. Stop playing, y'all. Queen of Wands. I got a pair. King of Wands and the Queen of Wands is out here coming up under self-love and relationships. So this is a message, Divine Feminine. Stop playing, right? Your guidance is divinely guided at this time. All right, this is the message that I'm hearing. With the King and Queen of Wands, at this point in your journey, right, whether you're in divine union, it doesn't matter. Whether this is you balancing your own internal masculine and feminine energy with the King and Queen of Wands, right? Every guidance that you receive for the next 6 months, it needs to come from your internal guidance. Do not ask, right, for advice or guidance outside of yourself. Even when you're listening to readings, y'all, readings are a confirmation of the internal guidance that God has already provided you with. The only thing a reading does is confirm what it is that God is already speaking to you about certain relationships in your life. Your guidance for the next 6 months needs to come from your internal guidance, because you are aligning, y'all. King and Queen of Wands. Wands is spirituality. Wands is about your emotional depth, right? That's your spiritual guidance though, y'all. So whatever this is, I'm hearing God say with the King and Queen of Wands and Akasha, right? This is something that is deeply, deeply like you and this person have lifetimes together, right? And your guidance is divinely guided at this time. Somebody, you're a generational healer, and what's been taking place in many of your relationships is healing, right? It's healing. And when you understand that, y'all, it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey. I'm seeing more sunflowers out here, all right? So someone, you could definitely be a daughter of Oshun. Page of Pentacles is out here. All right, Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles. See, somebody, God wants you to work on what you're creating. Somebody, you doing an album. I'm seeing 2 albums here. Somebody, you could be working on an EP. Somebody, you could be some type of artist, y'all. Yeah, Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. It's like God is telling you right now that as the Queen of Pentacles, you work on what you're creating for yourself, right? See, you're laying a foundation for something that you're creating. For somebody, it is a creative effort. With these damn albums here, like somebody, you're working on some type of creative efforts for yourself, and God is saying that should be your focus right now. Your divine union is divinely guided, y'all. You don't have to worry about what your person is doing. That is always guided by God. You work on what you're creating. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, God is saying you're creating something that is laying a foundation for your wealth. As the Queen of Pentacles, you don't have to worry about, you got a divine partnership out here, Queen and King of Wands, but right now your focus area is what you're creating for yourself. As that warrior woman, you are creating something for yourself. I'm seeing somebody putting the pictures together. Somebody, you got them pictures. Y'all know the pictures that come cut in sections, and you can make the picture. You can stagger the picture, right? You got them pictures, right? And they be cut. You can do what you want with that picture, y'all. You can make one picture high, one picture low, whatever it is, but you are forming the picture for yourself. I love those types of pictures, y'all. I got a lot of them because I always like to stagger the pictures on the wall, right? So somebody is like, God is telling you, you can have what it is that you desire because you're creating it for yourself. But you have to understand this journey is about you first. You are a generational healer. When you begin to heal and break the family curses, your divine union, whatever it is that you desire, it's going to come to you. All right. It says, have you answered your deepest calling? Let's clarify warrior woman. All right. What's warrior woman for the Divine Feminine Collective? What's warrior woman? 7 of Wands. Stop playing. Protect it, y'all. Warrior woman is being clarified by the 7 of Wands, y'all. God is saying protect the vision that you have for your life. Protect the vision, y'all, that you have for your life. Somebody, you got a vision for exactly what it is that you want. Someone, you could be of Indian descent. I'm seeing a tribal Indian. Somebody, I'm seeing feathers in somebody's hair. All right. But God is saying protect your heritage, right? Protect your vision for yourself. You are breaking generational curses that go back lifetimes, y'all. And God wants you to answer your deepest calling, whatever that calling is. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Someone, you could be a painter. I'm seeing a paintbrush. All right. So this is about your own personal transition into what it is that you desire for yourself. You got to protect what it is that you're building is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Because whatever it is, you're going to get a lot of notice. Someone, you could definitely be into music. Now I'm seeing piano keys. All right. Somebody, you could play the piano, but you're going to get a lot of accolades with this 6 of Wands and a lot of notice or notoriety for what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're building. God is saying protect your vision because there is a personal transition that's taking place in your life, and it has everything to do with your generational healing and the generational curses that you are breaking off of your bloodline. You are the one, y'all, that's called to do it. You are the warrior woman. That's literally what's coming up, or warrior man. Take it how it resonates. But you have to answer your deepest calling, y'all. And that's how you win, right? Your victories, y'all, are attached to you answering your highest calling, whatever that is for you. That's where your victory lies, right? That is how you win. Not by running after a man, not by running after a woman, but answering the call that God has on your life. Somebody, you got to fight for it. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. This is about you focusing. Right? Someone, you could be into a lot of astrology. I'm seeing somebody reading books about planets and stars. Yeah, it's going to bring you a lot of wealth, right? Whatever it is that you're focused on, 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. So whatever this is you're working on, wherever your focus area is right now, continue to focus on it, y'all, because it's going to bring you financial independence. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, y'all. So do not allow distractions to stop you from fighting or working or breaking these generational curses, because it's leading you straight to your 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, fight for it. 5 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm hearing God say, fight for whatever this is that you desire for yourself. Remember why you came, y'all. This is the serious energy, right? Direction, right? Remember why you came. And God is giving you clear direction, y'all, as to why you are here. It says the unfolding roles, right? It's happening for you, not to you, right? Everything that you've been presented with, y'all, is happening for you to build the foundation on what it is that you want. Remember to get grounded. All right. What is this energy? Remember why you came. All right. Remember why you came. What is this energy? 9 of Cups. Stop playing. Remember why you came, y'all. It's about your 9 of Cups. It's about you and your own personal wish fulfillment. It's at the point where you can sit back and fold your arms and say, damn, I got everything on my own. See, 9s are all about personal wish fulfillment. 9 of Pentacles, y'all. 9 of Cups, right? This is about your own independence, emotional fulfillment, and financial fulfillment on your own before God can send in someone to bring you what? The 10, right? See, when you get it on your own, your partnership or the people that come around you, they only aid what you've already laid the foundation for. Right? You've already laid the foundation for your independence, for your emotional fulfillment, right? So when you lay the foundation, people around you, they only come, right, to support what it is that you already built. All right? Something is unfolding for you today, and God is saying it's a yes. It is a yes. Whatever you opened your mouth to think about this morning, whatever question you may have had for God, God is saying it's a yes, right? Everything is just unfolding. That God has not denied you, right? It is not a denial. It is an integration is what I'm hearing. You have not been denied, but what's taking place is an unfolding. It's almost like unwrapping the gift, y'all. And see, a lot of times you may be confused, y'all, 7 of Cups, about what's taking place. I'm seeing Hayes. Someone's last name could be Hayes. All right. But somebody, you got to understand this Seven of Cups is you understanding that there is no confusion. What it is that you're creating is absolutely happening. It just had to allow the change, right? Something's coming together. Three of Pentacles. Something is coming together. So I'm hearing God say, do not be confused with what it is that you see right now. You could be looking in the mirror and being triggered right now. But what you have to see is that there is an illusion. Something is changing, y'all. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing change. I'm seeing fives. All right. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. 73 or 37 could be significant. Yeah, stop playing. Three of Cups, y'all. Something is coming together. Three of Cups, something is coming together. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, y'all. So I'm hearing Divine Feminine, do not be confused by the illusions that you are being presented with at this time, because Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, there is something that's coming together. You're going to receive some type of collaboration, and whether this is friends or whether this is a love situation, there is definitely something that's coming together. All right, do not be confused by what it is that you see is what I'm hearing. Page of Swords. Somebody, you finna hand the baton off is what I'm hearing. You've been running this race for a very long time. And you know how you get the relay race, y'all. And you like, look, I just ready to pass the baton. See how she looking forward, but the baton back here, right? It's like, look, I've been running this race for a long time. I'm just ready to pass the baton. Well, it's time, right? It's time. And you are going to pass the baton. You just got to keep looking forward. I tell y'all, when you run a relay race, you don't look back to see who gonna get the baton. All you do is hold the baton back and you keep looking forward. Somebody coming to get this damn baton. What's this Page of Swords? Somebody, you finna get communication. What's the Page of Swords here? What's the Page of Swords? Strength. Yeah. I'm hearing you're fighting the good fight of faith, right? And you got to continue to be strong, right? Page of Swords and strength is your strength. And because of the strength, right, that you stood in all of this time, you're going to get exactly what it is. Hold on, right? Four of Pentacles. Hold on to whatever this vision is that you have for yourself. Somebody, you beat to your own drum. I'm hearing dancing to the beat of your own drum. Somebody, you've always been different, and it's okay. It's like your differences is what's going to allow you to move forward right now and what it is that you're creating for yourself. It's your strength, right? So you're going to receive some type of communication. God is saying, hold on to your vision with this Four of Pentacles. Yeah, because this is your journey, the Fool. This is your journey, y'all. And when you realize that this is your journey, all you do is hold on to the vision that you're creating for yourself. All of it is a part of your journey. And you're going to receive the communication that you need in the direction that you want to go. Somebody, you could be going back to school. I'm seeing books, right? But whatever it is, it's a part of your destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is spinning in your direction. Someone, you could be a filmmaker, right? You could be a producer, right? But it's in all proper order, right? It's taking place. It is a part of your destiny. You just have to continue to study, right? You have to continue to follow your path and your direction. Somebody, you could be seeing rainbows. I just saw a rainbow, right? Now, I got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. What the fuck just happened? The Hangman, Ten of Pentacles, and the Star. All right, somebody, you have a divine masculine in your energy. They're kind of needing to change their perspective on what true happiness and foundation look like. Somebody was trying to build the foundation off of materialism, right? Off of the strength of their own materialism. But that's not what, see, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles in reverse, Hangman, and the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody is now having to change their perspective on who they are and what it means to generate generational wealth, right? I'm hearing generate generational wealth. See, generational wealth comes through healing, y'all. Let me cover the Star, right? See, generational wealth comes with your healing, not your ability to hold on to material wealth, right? And whether this is you, right, feeling like you got to rob Peter to pay Paul, or whether this is a divine masculine that is attached to you, someone is now changing their perspective. Yeah, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups. See, somebody, you're dealing with someone who is now, I'm hearing emotional maturation. Someone is becoming more emotionally mature as they begin to understand that their material wealth is not conducive or a definition of who they are, right? Someone had to get out of this energy of feeling like they had to reach some status level, is what I'm hearing with the King of Pentacles in reverse, some type of status level in order to be able to solidify something with you. Someone is changing their perspective of what the Ten of Pentacles looks like because now they found the Ten of Cups, y'all. And the Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, right? When you grow up and you mature emotionally, right? Especially the Page of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Someone, you could even have children and you're realizing now that your children bring you more emotional fulfillment with the sun behind that than any monetary wealth can. When you realize that emotional fulfillment is what you need, you get financial fulfillment anyway, y'all. When you stabilize your emotional well-being, you get it, y'all. So the Ten of Cups is always going to lead to the Ten of Pentacles because your emotions can handle it. And when you are not emotionally fulfilled, you can never be financially fulfilled, y'all, because money don't make you happy, right? Money don't. But emotional fulfillment does. And when you become emotionally fulfilled, it's easy, y'all, then to get the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you do have a masculine in your energy that is now beginning to understand that the Ten of Pentacles starts with emotional fulfillment first, not your ability to go out and make some type of money. Somebody is healing the star and the sun, and now they coming in, y'all. Knight of Cups. See, I got a Knight of Cups here, but somebody was afraid, y'all. Nine of Swords. Somebody been having nightmares. Somebody up at night, y'all. Absolutely. I'm talking about somebody is hearing songs. I got music notes, child. Somebody hearing songs and they dream. Somebody is really up at night, y'all. They want to come in and bring you this offer, y'all. But somebody has been stuck in the Four of Swords, right? But judgment is here. Stop playing. Judgment. With the Three of Wands, somebody is moving to plan forward and come towards you in a way that they never have before, y'all. But whoever this person is, they were stuck in their head in this Nine of Swords energy. Knight of Cups is here. Yeah, somebody is planning, but I feel like you had to turn your back. Yeah, stop playing. Two of Swords, Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, you had to make a decision, y'all. Two of Swords, Three of Wands. What is it that you want, right? See, when you turn your back and you begin to plan for what it is that you want, it allows or pushes them into making a decision as well. The decisions are very difficult decisions, y'all. But the decision for you is to turn your back and plan your life. You do not wait on anyone, y'all. As the Divine Feminine, you are the spiritual lead. You turn your back and you make very difficult decisions to live your life. If someone is supposed to come with you, they will come. Why? It's 757. 7 is spirituality. 5 is change. If someone wants to be with you, they got to change. Stop playing, y'all. Three of Wands, Two of Swords. 3 and 2 is what? 5. Change, y'all. 757. 5 is change, y'all. Someone could be 32 or 23 years old. 3 and 2 is 5. Someone has to change. And whoever this divine masculine is heavy on the change, child. So whoever this is, they are realizing now that in order to be with you, judgment. They got to make a decision, and that decision is getting out of their head and allowing the change to take place within them so that you guys can be in some type of harmonious relationship. All right, judgment is here on someone. I'm hearing for you, Divine Feminine, you can rest. All right, release any anxiety with this Four of Swords because you tired. Stop playing. The Lover's at the bottom of the deck. See, Divine Feminine, when you get to the point where you're tired on this journey, and everybody gets there, y'all. All right, take the course. On Sunday, we have the Twin Flame Workshop. All right, we're going through karmic relationships, false twin flames, what a catalyst looks like, right? Until you get to divine union. And let me tell you, all of those come first. The false twin flame is gonna come. The karmic is gonna come, right? All of these people are going to come first before you meet your true twin flame. And a lot of times, y'all, you be so in your Nine of Wands that you don't know if your person, or a karmic. Well, we gonna talk about it, y'all, because somebody you tied. Nine of Wands to the Lovers. You ready for someone? Yeah, with the Moon, stop playing. The Moon and the Magician back to back with the Tower. Stop playing, y'all. All right, there's a breaking down that's taking place within the collective consciousness at this time in order for restoration to take place. There are fears, there are illusions, y'all. I'm talking about heavy on the illusion. The Moon and the Magician back to back with the Tower, heavy on the illusion, y'all. So somebody, there's a lot of illusions that's taking place within your divine union at this time. Yeah, I got the Ace of Pentacles behind that. Somebody, you're going to get what it is that you desire. You cutting through the illusions right now. Like somebody, you're really cutting through the illusions so you can determine if the real from the fake is what I'm hearing. But let me tell you, the real always brings you the Ace of Pentacles. The fake always allows you to be overwhelmed, right? Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You have to make the decision, y'all. You have to make the decision. Somebody's coming in, y'all. I got a Knight of Wands, but there's been a lot that's been taking place in the background. A lot of fears. A lot of fears. Hold on, I'm going to clarify a few more of these before we end out because this seems to be turning into love, okay? And with the energy today, y'all, and this Aries energy, you know, it's time to make decisions, right? Yeah, there's a lot of divine feminine, like you over the confusion, y'all. This damn card fell. It fell on the floor, y'all. So it's like you're at the point, divine feminine, where you're over the confusion. All right, I'm just going to get a few messages from this deck, and then I'm going to end out. All right, y'all. So let's get a few more from my divine feminine, because there is no clear direction. All right, so there is someone... There is some type of confusion taking place right now, all right? You feel like you don't have any answers. You having some type of doubts or hesitations. You feel like there's no clear direction in your union at this time. Yeah, there's a compromise that's coming, though. Somebody wants to compromise. See this handshake? Yeah. Somebody, you're going to come to some type of negotiation between you and your divine masculine. This tower needed to take place, though. Yeah. You had to keep journaling, y'all. Journal that shit out is what I'm hearing. Because somebody, I'm talking about your person is being forced to make some type of decision. Yeah, to take action. Somebody, you feel like your hands have been tied, but there's a divine masculine. Journal that shit out is what I'm hearing. Do some self-reflection, healing, and stress relief, heartfelt emotions, right? So begin to journal it out more, y'all. Yes, a lot is taking place in the dream state between you and your person at this time. It says manifesting your life, right? Living out your secret fantasies. You and this divine masculine is connecting a lot in the 5D. Your psychic and intuitive gifts are on 10, but so is theirs, y'all. He is saying be patient because he is going through a third eye awakening right now, y'all. See, there's a divine masculine. See, this man is older. He's mature. Right? He's going through a third eye awakening. Somebody's coming in and see, be patient, my love, is what I'm hearing. This divine masculine says be patient, y'all, because there is something taking place in their third eye. They are learning how to connect. See, the third eye and dreams coming back to back, y'all. So I feel like you as the divine feminine, your psychic intuition and visualization is increasing, and it's allowing your divine masculine's third eye to increase as well. And they're receiving a lot of spiritual insight right now so that they can see things clearly, all right? Travel is here as well. So I'm hearing God say, right, experience new things in new places. This is your advice, right? Try to move past this, even if you need a change in scenery, right? Because this thing, this union is ascending to the next level, y'all. All right, so you just have to be patient as your person goes through this third eye awakening. I don't make it up, y'all. What I told y'all, somebody growing up, that shit came out. I told you, I saw an older man here, y'all. So whoever your divine masculine is, they are maturing, y'all. Somebody is growing up. You got to be patient, y'all, because you are the spiritual lead, y'all. They have to mature as well. So somebody, you do have a divine masculine who's growing up, girl. That thing says spiritual and emotional maturation, awareness and understanding, evolved outlook and life perspective, y'all. Somebody's growing up. I love it, y'all. All right, anything else? Why? Because you the Empress. Stop playing. Empress. You are the Empress. And when you stay in your Empress energy, y'all, guess what? You push them into what? Becoming the Emperor. If you study tarot, y'all, the Empress comes before the Emperor, right? So you got to realize in the major arcana, you come first. Why? Because you have the womb. You are the creatrix, y'all. If you would like to learn tarot, make sure you guys take my class on Saturday. Teach Me Tarot for Beginners is on Saturday. All right. You are the Empress, right? So when you realize that, you stay in your beauty and your graceful energy. You are birthing new creations, new creative ideas, right? You embrace the softer feminine side of life. That your person will look at you in that Empress energy. And if it's your person, y'all know my disclaimer. If this is your person, they will grow the fuck up, y'all. Stop playing. Best part is your channel song, Best Part by Daniel Caesar, y'all. So somebody sees you as the Empress, y'all, and they just growing up. Yeah, darkness is in the reverse. All right, so somebody had to let go of this darker, low vibrational energy, y'all. That's all it is, y'all. You know everybody be in that shit, y'all. Stop playing. Everybody has low vibrational energy until they grow up. Yep, lust is in the reverse too, y'all. Stop playing. So this is a divine masculine who's now growing up and they are maturing, y'all. Stop playing. Committed. Somebody wants to be committed, y'all. And that's all this is. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, your person wants to be loyal. They want to be faithful. They want to be devoted. They had to let go of darkness and lust. That's why they both came out in the reverse in order to offer you a committed relationship. Yeah, somebody, y'all done experienced some turbulence, but it's okay. I got turbulence. All right, so the last few months could have been very difficult for somebody within your divine union. Yeah, you felt like your person got even more closed off is what I'm hearing. Like you felt like this person was taking steps back, child. Like somebody, you like, damn, I thought we overcame this hurdle, right? But it is, y'all. It will get to a point where you feel like things are progressing and then it's a total shutdown. Well, it's not, y'all. It's a recalibration. See, what you got to realize is that when you feel like your union has moved forward and now you feel like you done took 10 steps back, it's the recalibration. Somebody, your person has been emotionally unavailable and avoidant, right? But they had to get past their trauma, y'all. Yeah. Somebody had to get past their trauma so that they could be more fearless in love. I love it. That thing says fearless, right? Fearless, y'all. Bold, confident, and brave, y'all. I love it. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. This is getting long. Oh, I love it, child. Rebirth. Hello. All right, somebody, this is your rebirth. But this is their rebirth too. And you're the best part, y'all. I just want to see how beautiful you are, y'all. Rebirth. All right. So I'm hearing this divine feminine. God is saying this. Be fearless in your rebirth. Right? Be fearless in your rebirth because your divine union, y'all, is your rebirth. That's all it is, right? Your rebirth is the best part. I love that. I love that, y'all. Your rebirth is the best part. And that's what your divine union is. Some people will not be in a 3D physical union with your person, but your person is a part of your rebirth. Everybody has free will. I think I posted a video on Discord yesterday, right? That kind of takes you through the different parts of the twin flame journey. Everybody has free will, y'all, and you cannot break somebody else's free will. If your person decides that they ain't gonna heal and do the work, it don't matter because this is about your rebirth. God will send you somebody in to meet you where you are. And even if it ain't that person, you ain't got to go through this again, right? So all you realize is that you embrace your rebirth. At the point you are born again, right? And your divine masculine is not ready or is just not willing to accept, right, that type of 3D union. It don't matter, y'all. God will send somebody in to meet you where you are. You ain't got to go through the stages again. It ain't no do-over. You ain't got to go back to kindergarten to re-graduate. If you graduate, then you graduated, y'all. And then somebody will walk through the door who is ready. And most divine feminine, you don't want to let go of your twin or whoever you feel your person is, because then you feel like, dang, I got to go through all of these stages all over again with somebody new. Hell no, this is your rebirth, y'all. The twin flame union or divine journey, right, is literally about your rebirth. And when you come on the other side of that, God will send you somebody who is going to meet you where you are. You ain't got to start again, y'all. All right. So this is your resurrection, your revival, your renewal. So do it, y'all, with boldness and do it with confidence. Yeah. Put in the effort, right? Put in the effort. And I feel like that's what the divine masculine is learning now, too, that you can't build on a shaky foundation. Y'all see these cracks? You can't build on cracks. You got to put in the effort, y'all. And if you're dealing with someone who simply does not want to put in the effort, then move on, y'all. Tell God, you know what? I love this person. I thank them for my awakening, but now I'm ready for more. I always listen. I think her name is Empress T444. I want to say she love her twin flame, but she be like, I don't want that motherfucker. Right? She be telling it, she say that all the time. She be like, I thank God for him because he got me to where I am, but I don't want no relationship with him. I don't want it, right? Many people feel that way, y'all. If you've been through difficulties in life and you've been hurt and you don't want to deal with it, then you don't have to deal with it, right? But you got to realize that you have to put in the effort. And if someone isn't putting in the effort, then you be fearless. Why? Because this is your rebirth. All right, let me get out of here. Truth. All right, somebody, you finna get the truth of what's taking place in your union. I'm talking about it. That thing came out. Truth, right? I'm hearing the next few days. Let me tell you guys, by the 222 portal, Sunday, y'all. That's why God told me to do the workshop. Y'all know I don't usually do things on Sundays other than my live. And God say, no, do the twin flame workshop on 222. Because look, it's 22 people watching, y'all. By the time we finish that workshop, you gonna make the decision on what you want. It ain't about them, y'all. It's about you. So by the time we go through that workshop, at the end of the workshop, you gonna make the decision about your union. And it starts with your truth. What is that you want? It says, speak honestly. What is hidden will come to light. All will be revealed, y'all. Somebody, you gonna know. So let go of the stress, love. Let go of the stress, queen. You gonna know exactly what's taking place in the next few days. These petty fights, excessive worry, let it go. All right, let go of the stress because you about to know. Yeah, girl, somebody, you finna get the truth. I can't make it up. Truth done came out this deck so many times, y'all. I got truth. I got truth seeker. Somebody, you finna get the truth in the next few days. Yeah, you finna get the truth. Somebody, your person has gotten disappointing news and they want to share that with you as well. Go ahead and take the risk, y'all. Somebody, you feel like this thing been a roller coaster ride. Y'all, look at that roller coaster. You like, this shit been a roller coaster ride. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Take the risk because you finna find out today. Yeah. All right, let me get out of here, y'all. Let me get out of this energy. I got to get my day going. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live this morning, y'all. I will be live tomorrow morning, all right, on my regular TikTok. But, of course, I'll be here tomorrow morning for your daily guidance. All right, we got readings coming out today. All right, already lined up, y'all. I've been channeling the last few days that I've been here, getting y'all content together for the YouTube pages. Make sure you follow my other YouTube page, y'all. That is Queen of Queens Lightworkers. All right, Queen of Queens Lightworkers. I will be posting a divine feminine message for my light workers over there today, as well as posting over here. All right, guys, do not forget, if you would like to book a personal reading, the Lady Empath 1111.com. All right. Should singles take the class? Absolutely. I feel like singles should take the class more than anybody, y'all, because singles are the ones that when you are faced with these different types of people, you gonna already know. Had I known, y'all, my journey would have not been, well, you know, you learn so that you can be the teacher. Stop. That's what God just said. Nope, God said you the teacher. So you got to go through it, y'all. But now as the teacher, if I had somebody like me, oh, I wouldn't have made the mistakes I made, y'all. I was in a false twin flame dynamic for years. Didn't even know, y'all. But it was a cycle of me and this person going back and forth, and that was not my person. Then I ended up with a damn karmic, y'all, a whole narcissist. Then I'm like, damn, how I go from a narcissist to a false twin flame, right? And then the king, right? So it happens in order. So I've been in all of them. I've been in the catalyst relationship. I've been in a narcissistic marriage. I dealt with a false twin flame, and now I'm in union, y'all, with my king. So what you got to realize is that when you know the signs to look for, it makes your journey so much quicker. And because we are in the age that we're in now, y'all, no, it's not taking long, right? So, you know, before you could be in stuff 2-3 years. Now the year of the horse is about discovering things much quicker. It's 8/13. That's my birthday, August 13th. Hello, right? So when you realize that your manifestations are much quicker with this year of the fire horse, you want to be able to scope people out real quick. You don't want nobody slowing down your journey. So I would say if you're single, absolutely take the class, child, more so than the people in union, so that you will understand the things that we didn't understand. And me as a teacher, I had to go through every one of these relationships, y'all. A 7-year marriage with a narcissist, on and off again for damn near 30 years, y'all, with a false twin flame, right? Karmic relationships, y'all. And you go through all of this, and then you meet your your twin, and then you like, damn, all of this was what? Your spiritual awakening to become the best person that you are. And then you understand. So I will absolutely say yes. If you are single, take the class, right? If you are in union, if you separated, whatever state you're in, I feel like the class can help everybody so that you don't make the same mistakes that many people make by wasting time, y'all, with people that really ain't your damn people. Stop playing. On and off again all them damn years just to understand that motherfucker wasn't never my person. What the hell, right? So you do that for yourself. All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here. I will see you guys in the morning for your daily guidance. All right, if I get bored or something tonight, maybe I'll be on TikTok, but I doubt it. I think I'm gonna rest tonight, y'all. All right. All right, y'all. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath 1111. I appreciate you guys too. Thank you guys so much.